It is November 16, 2025, and people are talking online about a Starbucks tip scam is what they're claiming. And they're saying that there's a scam where if you go through a drive-thru at Starbucks, a Starbucks with a drive-thru, and you try to scan your card, your app, or whatever, they're claiming that an employee handing you your drink will very slickly and without you knowing, choose a tip option, and you won't know that you tipped them until like hours, days, or weeks later. That's what they claim is what's going on here. There is no information where you can verify this is like widespread, but there's a video going around right here. This specific video is showing up on X with almost 3 million views. You can see right here. And I'll go back to the beginning here. This video originally came from, and I don't think this guy even gave credit to this website, or I'm sorry, this account here, Rockstar Flipper. So originally I say, it looks like this guy posted the most prominent video. I can find with a reverse image search the original video, but you can see here on X that this guy posted this. He said, I can't believe someone would actually do this. I would imagine she'd lose her job at the very least. The total amount was $5.59. She gave herself a $5 tip on the card reader without his knowledge. I never would have thought about this, and I wonder how often it actually happens. And here is the video. Let's hit play on this and just see what this is exactly. It claims to watch her hand closely. She said 5:59, I believe is what you could hear. Face is blurry, maybe to like hide her identity. Claims that she pressed something. And it says that this is the transaction information the person received. Discover card alert, a transaction of $10.59 at Starbucks store 13877 on October 22nd, 2024. So that's last year. That's just over a year ago. So it's not recent necessarily. And they said you can see it on discover.com, text stop to end. So the link there is not like a fraudulent link or anything. This is a real text, it looks like, at least from Discover, because discover.com or app.discover.com is going to go to discover.com. And it says Starbucks store 13877. What store is that? I can't tell for sure, but it looks like it might be in Winter Garden Village in Florida. Does this look like that? I mean, that a lot of Starbucks look alike, obviously, but this looks like it could be the same sort of window, because I looked up store number 13877, I believe, and a website said it would be the one in Winter Garden Village. Whether or not that's the right one, I'm not really sure. Looks like a shopping center here that looks like a shopping center. It could be in California too. But of course, this is Florida. But the text here says that they charge $5 more than they claim, supposedly, and that this happened last year. And I didn't see that until I started making the video. So this is something from last year. I don't know when the guy here, Rockstar Flipper, made his video. Also, I wanted to mention, when you look up like Starbucks tip scam drive-thru on Google, you will find a number of different links like this. Starbucks drive-thru added an unauthorized tip. They said they got a $5.75 pink drink, but the total was $10.75 and 87% tip. And it has a bunch of like ratings, reviews, and someone said, yeah, that's theft. This person here on July 24th on Facebook said, check your receipts from Starbucks if you ever go through the drive-thru. A girl in the drive-thru decided to give herself a $5 tip. So it seems like every time I'm seeing this so far, they claim that they gave, that the barista supposedly, allegedly, gave a $5 tip on a $13 order. I called, they said they had to call corporate, something. Any update down here in the comments? We don't need to really look for that. I saw that NBC News posted this article back on, when is this from? I think it's older. Yeah, February 10, 2023. Customer who bought 2 coffees at Starbucks hit with an erroneous $4,000 tip, forcing family to postpone trip to Thailand. That's crazy. And this is actually on NBCnews.com. It's not like a fake sort of an article or something like that on a website that looks like NBC News. That's a different matter, of course. That's really crazy. I saw this as well on Daily Dot. Starbucks customer catches barista adding $2 or $3 tip for herself every time in drive-thru. This is from September 25th, 2023. Looks like someone made a TikTok video about this and they talked about it. And here's the video. Let me see if I can actually zoom out because I'm zoomed in here and we can listen.
But long story short, I'd get a drink from Starbucks every single day. And then they came out with this tipping option, like the prompt, where you have to basically, before you tap your card, you now have to, there's like a tipping option. So it'll be like $1, $2 or no tip, whatever. And when they hand me the machine, I do tip them. But this certain barista would always just let me tap my card. And like, that's the person I encountered almost every single morning for like about 2 months. And
let me open this video.
And like
I just want to see.
Tell me why.
If in the caption they said No, they didn't say like it was like a stage, like a skit or like satire or anything like that. Anything else in here? People are saying they pressed no tip. I don't see anywhere in here saying that she made this up just to be funny or something, because sometimes you see that on TikTok. And is there any follow-up? Let's look at their account. Let's see. Is there anything? I mean, it's from 2+ years ago, so we're not probably going to see anything there. And so basically, like I said at the beginning of the video, there's no evidence that I could find, easily at least, this is a widespread practice and that Starbucks is a big tip scam and they're doing it. Now, people will want you to believe that because that's how TikTok videos and other content really thrives, really gets like millions of views, right? To kind of say there's a red alert, there's this really high alert on this one thing. This thing is happening a lot, right? Watch out. This is a big trend. It's a new TikTok trend or whatever. This is not a trend, but you know what I'm saying? People overhype something. They sensationalize something to make it seem way bigger than it is. And then everyone keeps making their own videos. 400,000 likes on this video, 700,000 likes on this video. This person saying, I got hit with a Starbucks tip scam. But when you don't have evidence that this is a widespread thing or that necessarily each of these videos that I just saw or instances was something that actually happened, we didn't see any like verifiable like proof. We just saw like a text message in one. We saw someone making a claim verbally in another. For these sorts of claims, you need evidence. You need proof. Just because someone says something on the internet doesn't make it true, in case that's like news to anyone out there, because you can make up anything and probably get 3, 4, 5 million views on TikTok pretty easily. Not easily, but you know what I mean. People fall for stuff all the time and they never really go back and say, oops, I got that wrong. They just move on to the next thing and they believe that too. And it's endless. It's like a cycle of potential misinformation or something like that on the internet. Some of these instances are probably correct. Maybe every now and then a barista does try to make some more money in a way like they're hitting the tip button, of course, but without more information, we don't know a whole lot. And that's boring. That's not sensationalism, I know, but that's just that's what we're looking at here. If you have to look at this from a factual, way of looking at things from like an educated viewpoint of trying to figure out whether or not something is a big thing that's happening or not. Sorry, I know it's boring. That's not fun. That's not like the sort of thing you want to hear maybe, but it's happening a little bit probably. If I have to restate. So like, comment, subscribe. The thanks button is down below too. Speaking of tips, there's a way to tip me if you want to for making videos like this. If you would like to, it's the heart-shaped symbol with a $sign to the right of the thumbs up and thumbs down buttons. And if you want to avoid the Starbucks tip scam, if it is something that might be happening at a store in your town, just whenever you go to pay, ask to see the little screen just to make sure that everything's going through like it should be and that no one's hitting like something they shouldn't be. And also there's a possibility, I mean, how many Starbucks are there, right? There are tons, thousands and thousands. Are there more than 10,000, I believe? I mean, there's so many of them. 30,000? I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. But there are so many Starbucks out there. So do you think that out of all the people going to each store, out of thousands of stores every day, over and over again, millions of customers, millions and millions and millions, that there have been at least, let's say, 5 instances where a barista accidentally tapped the screen? Probably. The odds, that probably happened. I'm just thinking about that. Interesting. So I'm not saying that that's what happened in these cases. So just want to bring that up as a possibility, because when you have that many things happening, there are going to be some super rare occurrences of something happening like that. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, thanks button. And if you want to check out the full video and be able to listen to it yourself, go to the Rockstar Flipper Instagram account. They've got the full video where you'll be able to hear it